Hello and welcome to your old news update. I'm Bud Driscoll. As you see, Izzy Fitz is not here. He was alone last week and I'm alone this week. I think he's out taking a week-long siesta somewhere. But hopefully next week we'll both be together to give you fun and laughter, which we do without reserve every week. But in the meantime, I will do it myself again this week. And before I do, let's thank our sponsors, the Eagle Crest Retirement Village, or Retirement Home, and on Magnolia Street, where it's great to retire, and Headley's Clothing, fits big and tall men of all sizes, and Smoky Hill Museum, 211 West Iron, where history is made every day. And speaking of history, topping the headlines in today's old news, July 11th, 1991, 25 years ago. On a message board at the Kansas Highway Patrol office in Salina, someone had drawn a picture of a patrol car. On the windshield was written, "Help, call police, out of gas." It was an indication of how local highway patrol troopers felt about state budget cuts. Patrol Captain Alvy Furbeck said Wednesday, because of state budget cuts that went into effect July 1, each trooper has $112 a month to spend on gasoline in patrol cars. That's not that many trips to the donut shop. I mean, it's like 112 doesn't go as far as it used to. It's even worse with budget cuts today. Hasn't gotten any better, officers, so sorry that you're in that fix. But maybe things are better like 50 years ago. We'll go back to July 11th, 1966, and this is from a reporter. Take it from a sunburned, wind-blown, grimy reporter, one of 7,000 campers on hand by Sunday night for the 7th National Convention of the National Campers and Hikers Association. That Kansas sun isn't everything it's cracked up to be. Even if you consider yourself a seasoned camper, which this reporter isn't, there's no escaping that blazing heat. It's 50 years later, there's no escaping that blazing heat either. So another thing that doesn't change with time. Let's see if things are better 75 years ago. July 15th, 1941. Ooh, it's an advertisement. We have to pay the bills. Is your child a nose picker? It may be more than just a nasty habit. It may be a sign of worms. Yes, ugly, crawling roundworms inside your child. Other warning signs are fidgeting, picky appetite, crankiness, and itching in certain parts. Roundworms can cause real trouble. If you even suspect your child has them, get Jane's Vermifuge right away. Jane's is America's best-known proprietary worm medicine. Scientifically tested and used by millions for over a century, it expels worms and acts very gently. If no worms are there, Jane's acts merely as a mild laxative. Be sure you get Jane's Vermifuge. Yes, when the worm turns. Alright, now we'll have to go back for 100 years to find some exciting news. Oh, this is about some IWWs, in case you don't realize what they are. That stands for Industrial Workers of the World, founded in 1905. Well, this is from July 13th, 1916. Edward R. Wilf, Special Union Pacific agent and along with Watchman Cooley and Williams of Kansas City, whipped 40 IWWs in the East Yards last night after the men threatened to blow up the town and destroy the Union Station. The special officers found 40 in a gondola car who tried to pull guns on the officers when they asked to see their tickets. The officers were too quick for them and made them stick them up. The officers found 2 revolvers in the crowd. John Cates, who is said to have drawn a revolver, was arrested. He will be tried this afternoon and run out of town on a rail, no doubt. Okay, last but not least, something simple from 1891, 125 years ago in the Salina Daily Republican. July 16th, 1891. Constable Sherrill was taken seriously ill yesterday evening. He was having a tooth extracted, and the pain was so great that Mr. Sherrill was unable to withstand the shock, and an attack of paralysis of the heart followed. He was taken to Dr. Cowley's office and at a late hour last night was recovering steadily. So in other words, don't get dentistry without anesthetic. So that was your old news tonight, and hopefully the both of us will be here tomorrow to give you the best news possible in the shortest time possible. So until then, we'll see you yesterday. Kiss me and say that you will understand.